Today we're going to be teaching you how to solve a triangle by using the law of sines and cosines. But before we start, let's actually make our triangle. We're going to make side CB equal to 2, AB equal to 6,999, and side AC equal to 7,000. Since we already know all three side lengths, this leaves us to have to solve for angle A, angle B, and angle C. Before we start solving the triangle, let's go over what the law of sines is. The law of sines states that A over sine A is equal to B over sine B, which is equal to C over sine C. The law of cosines states that C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times the cosine of C. It is also important to remember that angle A plus angle B plus angle C, or all three angles of the triangle, have to be equal to 180 degrees. Let's start by drawing out what we have already been given. We know that the three side lengths are 7,000, 6,999, and 2. We know that when we have a side-side-side triangle, we can use the law of cosines to solve for the largest angle. If we remember correctly, the law of cosines is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times the cosine of C. So we can go ahead and plug in 7,000 for C, 6,999 for A, and 2 for B. When solved, this will be equal to 49 million equals 48,986,005 minus 27,996 times cosine of C. To continue solving the equation, subtract 48,986,005 from both sides. Then, divide by 27,996 on both sides in order to isolate cosine C. This will result in 0.499839 is equal to cosine of C. To solve for C, it is necessary to take the inverse cosine of 0.499839, meaning that C will be approximately equal to 60, which also means that angle C is 60 degrees.
Now that we have solved using the law of cosines, we know that side C is equal to 7,000. Angle C is equal to 60 degrees. But we're still missing a few key elements, such as angle A. To find angle A, we will have to use the law of sines. The law of sines states that any side over the sine of its angle is equal to any other side over the sine of its angle. For example, C over sine C is equal to A over sine A. Since this can also be used reciprocally, for example, sine C over C is equal to sine A over A. Using this, we can plug in our values and use sine 60 over 7,000 is equal to sine A over 2. Now that we have this equation, we can start to solve. Sine 60 over 7,000 is equal to root 3 over 14,000. So sine A over 2 is equal to root 3 over 14,000. Now we can multiply by 2 to isolate the sine A. Now we know that sine A is equal to 0.000495. Now that we have this value, we have to convert it to A. We can get rid of the sign by taking the arcsine of the answer. So arcsine of 0.000495, A is equal to 0.028 degrees. Now we know angle C is equal to 60 degrees. Angle A is equal to 0.028 degrees. But we do still not know what angle B is. Luckily, there is a much easier way to find it. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees, as all angles of the triangle add up to 180 degrees. We can plug in our values, and 0.028 plus angle B plus 60 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. 180 degrees minus 60.028 degrees is equal to what angle B is. Solving this, we know that angle B is approximately equal to 119.972 degrees. Now, we know all the sides and all the angles of our triangle. We know that angle A is equal to 0.028, angle B is equal to 119.972 degrees, and angle C is equal to 60 degrees.